Hey guys, welcome back to Pixel Rich Games! In this episode, we are gonna have a close look at all the moves of waifu Impa that are available in the demo version of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Let's go straight into looking at Impa's status panel to see all the attack patterns that can be mixed and matched. The first thing I look at in this panel is the weapon type, but that's missing in Impa's status. Maybe it'll be here when the full version comes out. In any case, I think Impa's actually weapon locked to a Kakariko Kodachi. FYI, a Kodachi is a short sword used by samurais. In this game, there are two buttons that are dedicated to attacks. Y for regular attacks and X for strong attacks. ZR is a special button that functions differently depending on the character that you're using. In Impa's case, it marks an enemy with a rune, and attacking the marked enemy with X will trigger Impa to absorb that rune, as seen in this clip. This rune absorption mechanic is what makes Impa OP. Absorbing a rune creates 2 clones, and Impa can have a max of 8 at a time. Though they have a timer on them, Impa's area damage is absolutely insane while her clones are active. The other benefit that rune absorption brings is it enhances Impa's ultimate attack. This is the rune absorption indicator right here, and your objective is to keep sneaking in ZR in your combos till all these runes light up. It doesn't take long to do so, and I actually feel that it's way too easy to gather runes. Now it's time to talk about her attacks. Pressing Y once will make Impa do a slash. Based from Impa's status panel, we can do up to 5 consecutive Ys. This is how that should look like. This actually looks like she's just doing 4 moves, but when I looked closer, I saw that the third move is when she summons the 4 talismans, and the fourth is when she blows them forward. The next pattern is a Y that goes straight to an X. This move looks pretty cool and ninja-like. She does her first slash and then jumps to shoot exploding kunais or throwing knives. This launches herself up higher and opens her glider. It's amazing how fast she holds the 2 bottom corners of her glider with her toes. But hey, she's a flippin' ninja! Moving on, we go to 2 Ys to an X. She does her 2 slashes, then poses before vanishing, and then her clones appear to attack. Then she reappears to catch her Sandogaza or traveling hat. This is why it's so tempting to keep on playing Impa. All her moves look really sick. I haven't even decided which one's my favorite cause I love them all. Enough of me. 3 Ys going to an X looks like this. After the third Y when she summons 4 talismans, she summons a bigger one that explodes. She also loves facing the camera when she activates the big one. Next up is her single X attack. This is another OP attack. Impa vanishes from where she stands and appears right in front of an enemy with a slash. This move is a very good gap closer and is the fastest in the game so far. Following up with another X will make Impa do a follow-up stab. Before we go to her aerial attacks that aren't written in her status panel, if you don't know yet, you can actually jump in this game, but in a weird way. You will have to stand near a structure to do a wall jump. You can't do this without a structure to bounce from. Once airborne, Y makes Impa do a rolling attack, and you can do this up to 3 consecutive times. You can either link an X or a ZR after. Pressing X will make Impa execute a drop attack from the air. ZR will open the zoom interface where you can aim at an enemy to fire a kunai with an X. Keep in mind, this is coming from a ZR, which means that this is a move that generates runes and clones. The downside with this move is the zooming interface covers a very small area, so your target may not even be in the screen. This is one thing that I hope they improve in the full version. Time to go over Impa's runes. Activating runes is as easy as holding R, then combining it with an X, Y, A, or B. R combined with X activates stasis. This freezes the enemies in front of Impa, and mashing X or Y will make Impa hit them all till stasis ends, then they get blasted to oblivion. R with Y is for remote bomb. This summons a small whirlwind in front of her which lifts up enemies in range and then drops a bomb on them. I think it's the least useful remote bomb compared to Link's and Zelda's. Zelda's remote bomb is the most special of the three. If you don't know why and are curious to find out, check out the link in the description. Next, combining R with A triggers Cryonis. This is the complete opposite of her remote bomb. In my opinion, hers is the best out of the three. When activated, a Cryonis pillar will rise from the ground and pressing X will make Impa kick the pillar to make it move. Then proceed to jump and sit on it. You can control the pillar's movement to plow through as many enemies as you can. Although this move is super amazing, I think a dev should have made Impa insta-mount the pillar instead of having to chain X. I mean, the pillar on its own is pretty useless, so if you miss the window to press X, you'll have to wait for the cooldown to refresh and try again. Next, Magnesis is done by combining R with B. Again, Impa's Magnesis is the best among the three available characters in my opinion. She magnetizes metallic objects around her and proceeds to slash surrounding enemies with it like a sword. Though Impa has the best Magnesis, this rune pales in comparison with her Cryonis. Now that we're done exploring her runes, let's talk about another move that's not listed in her status panel, Flurry Rush. You can activate this skill by dodging at the right time with B and then mashing the Y button. Flurry Rush is really good for breaking the defenses of a mini-boss, which enables you to activate Impa's weak point smash much quicker. Here's how her Flurry Rush and weak point smash look like. Last but not the least, I want to show you the two ultimate attacks that Impa has. The first one, you can activate by simply filling up her stamina bar, then press A as you see here. The next one also requires a full stamina bar plus full runes. The animation of this attack is just unfairly too cool for other characters. I know that we have a ton of characters to go, but as early as now, I think this will stay as one of the best, if not the best. That is it for this Impa guide. Click here to watch my complete Zelda combat guide. Don't forget to support the channel by subbing and leaving a like. And as usual, stay safe and God bless us all.